You were so cool setup.
I didn't start out this amazing. You know what I mean? It takes hard fucking work.
Well, Nate, do you like go back and listen to your old stuff, and it's like painful to listen to that stuff, or is that shit you can appreciate in its own way, maybe, or is it?
It makes listen. It's pretty bad, but I like. All right, I've smoked a little weed. Okay.
Oh, by the way, this is going to be the bumper to go into this. After we finish this discussion, you say, "Hey, how you doing? My name is Nathan Haskell, working at the Cobra-La podcast." 1, 2, 3, back on it.
Cobra-La. There's no escape from Cobra-La. 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 The glory of Cobra-La. Cobra-La. There's no escape from Cobra-La.
It's okay. It's all right. It's right. It don't matter.
Anyway, hey, welcome.
Are we live?
To the Cobra-La podcast.
You got that out.
It's kind of untitled, I guess. We kicked around ideas so long ago that I don't remember what we even came up with. So as of now, I guess it's welcome to the Drome, right, Dust? Wasn't that the winner back in the day?
I thought we were going to do that. Welcome to the Drome.
I mean, I was kind of partial to basket full of snakes.
Isn't it suck my dick from the back?
Maybe in the MIDI household.
Yeah, that's the podcast that you and your lady have together. Oh, that was.
That's where I'm going to go back and edit. Put doo-doom, doo-doom.
All right, okay, that one didn't go, bro. Anyway, let me introduce you to the cast of characters here. We're going to go with the newest member of the Army, Mr. Bo Metheus Walker. Bo, how's it going?
It's going wonderful.
No, you can't say yo. You got to be Bo.
Bo.
I do the yo-yo-yos, okay?
Let's get this straight.
Bo and I kind of came to meet each other through a couple of other friends on the social webs. We started chatting it up. Bo is a super talented dude. He is a musician and a stand-up comedian, and he's pretty talented at both. He's shaking his head at me. You won't see that because it's an audio podcast, but he's pretty impressive. He's a good friend of mine. He's from Macon, Georgia, ladies and gentlemen. Macon,
Represent 478.
Bo Walker. How's it going, buddy?
It's going wonderful, my man. Yeah. That dirty South flavor. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, Bo. What's your deal? Give us Bo Walker in a nutshell.
In a nutshell, well, I'll avoid the obvious Austin Powers.
From the back.
Yeah, that's all Minnie's going to say all the time. So just, suck my dick from the back. And by the way, I'm not a stand-up comic. I'm a sit-down comic.
Yeah. I mean, I think,
I'm a leading comic.
I think there are a lot of people that have comedic talents. I'm just one of those people that decided at some point I want to find a way to make some money off of this, or at least make this a thing that I do. So it's been a recent thing that I've
good because we ain't making no money in the fucking music industry.
Well, I'll let you know when it works out that way for me. I'm not there yet. But yeah, man, I've always been, very artistically driven. I'm one of those people that wears a lot of hats. I don't wear any of them exceptionally well, and they're mostly goofy hats. But they, be it visual arts, writing, making music. The way we got together was I got to know of you through mutual friends, and then I looked up your music and was like, holy shit, this is fire. Like, this is badass shit. Like, I can't believe somebody's out there rapping this hard about all the shit I love.
The ginger from down south just said fire. That's great.
But so, yeah, I just out of kind of compulsory instinct just was like, I'm going to make a video for that Count of Monte Fisto track. I was like, man, this song, the way it samples the music and uses the audio clip and the references, I'm like, man, this thing's primed and ready for like a badass video. And so I made it and was like, hey, dude, I hope you don't mind, but I made a video for your song, not really knowing how it would go. I mean, in my mind, there was totally the possibility of you being like, yeah, okay, well, I appreciate you doing that, man. Have a good one, yeah. Well, that's really cool that you did that. I appreciate it. Peace, But luckily, you
what's the word?
Yeah.
Reciprocated.
You were like,
look at that big word for dust. Everybody, make some noise for that big word.
Hey.
How could I not reciprocate? Anybody who's seen any of the videos that I've posted from our music that are clips from films and whatnot, they're all done by Bo Walker. He's fantastic. And no, I'm not just gonna have people on the show that thoroughly enjoy my music, or maybe we will. No, but really, by Bo doing that, he did a bunch of them for me, and then one of the ideas that I always had for a live hip hop set was a screen behind you with the video clips of the music playing as you're doing the songs, because it gives the audience a visual thing to look at as well as the audio part of it. And I did that for a show once, and it was probably my favorite show I've ever done. It was really cool. And that's all thanks to Mr. Bo Walker.
Yeah, man. Wow. Very talented. When Nate first showed me that video, I was just like, wow. The editing is on point.
Thank you.
How you have that much patience to pull all the references and the video to what he's saying and how it comes in at the perfect time. And I know a lot of people like, well, it's not a real video. Nate's not up there. No, there's so much more work into this, and it's a thing. It's our thing. It's our little niche or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Fucking notch in the belt there. No, easy, Minnie. I didn't say suck my dick from the back. You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of like those old.
You're gonna adjust your belts. What comes next?
Well, that's exactly why I segued into that, bro.
All right. We'll get back to all that. With no further ado, up next is Mr. Suck My Dick from the Back himself, Midichlorian.
Wait. First episode, he gets a nickname.
I'm sure if he's done adjusting his belt, Mitty is another talented producer that I work with. If you're familiar with my music, you've seen his name on my last few projects. Obviously, I met him through Dust in a roundabout way. Him and Dust have known each other from way back. I'll let them explain it more. But yeah, one day Mitty hit me up and said, "Hey, I love what you guys are doing with the whole Game of Poems thing," and then that led, from one thing to another. Then it turned out that him and Dust knew each other, and next thing you know, he's on board as founding member and one of the founding members and in-house producer. Midichlorian, how's it going, buddy?
Yo, I'm chilling. Yeah, to kind of embellish on that, what happened
Whoa. Second big word of the day.
Embellish.
Embellish on the cut.
That's one of our guys. Embellish on all the big.
He had sent me Cold Slither, and that shit just fucking blew my mind. I mean, I was like, yo, people are making music like this? Like, I was at the point where I wasn't really even making beats.
People, no, just two guys. I wasn't people, just two guys.
Well, the shit is phenomenal. I mean, I still bump Cold Slither 1 a lot.
Yeah, I'm very.
That shit stays. Every time, when the dust beats hit and you got that Cobra Commander fucking screechy voice and shit. Oh man, that's magic to me. So just being a part of that shit. I mean, that's my vibe right there. So I just try to, kind of bring whatever I could bring that's comparable to that. I don't know, but yeah, Cobra-La for life.
One thing I could say
is motherfuckers.
It's like your style. Your style, my style is old school boom bap, old school sampling, hard drums. You know what I mean? Still keeping that real hip hop sound. I'm not saying that we may not triplet a hi hat here and there, but shit happens. by accident, but I think that's.
they were doing that in old school too.
Yeah, of course.
Look at they caught the vapors. They were doing machine gun hi-hats and shit like that. It's nothing really old or new.
Yeah, but you know what? We kind of keep it in our lane. We're in our own lane and doing what we're doing
we keep
right
them
now,
drums hard.
Yeah, man. So just dropping in here with you. I mean, Jesus, we go way back, man. We go way back, way back. What do you think? When was the first time? Like the underground hip hop?
Must have been the damn beat thread.
Yeah, underground hip hop forums.
Explain to people. One second. Explain to people about that might not know what these beat threads are, because this is in the way infancy of the internet before you could buy beats, on beat forums per se, where people were leasing beats, whatnot, and now pretty much anything is fair game. You can just rip anything. Yeah.
This was back in 56K days.
That's what I'm saying, though. Explain to people how this networking originally worked.
Shout out to Real Audio.
Real audio files.
Yes, shout out to Real
That's
Audio.
what I'm saying. Explain to people who don't know what that is.
Hopefully we will sound better than a Real Audio format file on this podcast.
Just barely.
Mitty, you got this? Man, it's your segment, so.
Yeah. So, me and Dust basically hooked up through underground hip hop forums. I was a moderator on those forums, and Dust was some cat posting fire. There was a lot of cats on there posting fire. I mean, people that are super famous, doing great right now, like Mine, Decap. I mean, those were cats that were on there with us, in their basic starts, and we've seen them come up and everything. And I mean, it's pretty cool to see some cats that were on underground hip hop, doing it right now. But I mean,
it's a good feeling, man. Especially
Cobra-La Records one day will be up in there with them. Motherfuckers gonna be like, oh yeah, man.
It goes back to especially back in the day, we were like
from the back.
we were trading drums and we were trading samples behind the scenes. We were all building together, and it wasn't like, nah, man, I ain't hooking you up. I ain't fucking with you. I'm just about me. We actually had kind of a bonding on there with certain producers. I mean, there were some whack ass ones also, but honestly, it was through that forum also that I hooked up with my homie Vanderslice, man. And that's like a brother for life with that dude. So, and this is going back maybe, what was that? 2001 maybe? 2001? Cause, I started dustmites.net.
I think,
dustmites.net
around Y2K. I mean,
so dustmites.
I think it was 1999 and on.
He keeps talking
from the back. You need to figure this out.
Yeah, we got to wave. Wait a minute, he doesn't have any video, so I don't know. Maybe he's on some sort of. Are you on a time delay, man? Yeah, man, we go way back, 99, 2000. I can't remember, man. It's fucking blur. I've been on the internet since 98, so go from there, man. We could go from there, but.
Oh, I forgot to actually let because Bo is making Georgia's finest export. Mitty is holding down. He's from Los Angeles, but she's holding down the tumbleweed city of Palm Desert, I believe. Palmdale?
Nah, man, I'm still repping LA.
No, I know.
Can't afford to live out.
But you got to let the people know where you're at the moment.
I'm still in LA as far as everyone's concerned. Still in mid city.
If you were still in
La Brea, you'll see Mitty.
All right. You guys want to know where Mitty lives? Do you remember in Star Wars: New Hope when Luke's on top and he's looking for R2 on top of that desert cliff, and then fucking this thing jumps up? That's where Mitty lives.
Yeah, that's me. That's how I hold down my backyard.
If you want to know what in Tuscan Raider is, it's
suck my dick from the back. Word. Okay. All right. Next up to bat here, number 3. My partner in crime, Eddie Dust Mites Massey.
Easy. Don't put the government out there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, sorry.
What are we on Facebook right now? You looking at my Facebook page? What are you doing?
God,
listen.
Yeah, all right. Now I got to go back and edit that shit. Great.
Listen. Listen. I didn't know that 2 of the 3 guys are fucking in the witness protection program.
Man,
Jesus Christ! I gave Bo's full name and the city that he lives in, and there's probably not a lot of Bo Walkers in Macon, fucking Georgia.
There are not. There are.
You know what? I'm sure Bo don't have to run from many things like I do. Why do you think I move so much? They're on to me. I gotta go.
All right, a real quick little bio here, as good as I can. All my bios are just obviously from my perspective of how I met these.
Well, that's awesome because that's what people want to know.
So I didn't put out a record till I was like 30. I was on those beat buying boards, leasing beats and ripping off instrumentals that I had, heard or whatever. I'd done a couple records like that. And they were fun. What If the Villains Won is like that, where all the beats are pretty much jacked. And being obviously older and none of my friends being into hip hop, it was very hard for me to find anybody that I could actually do music with. None of my friends rapped, we're 30 years old for fuck's sake. I used to get laughed at for it. They'd be like, "Oh, that's cute, Nate. That's cute." You put a few words together. That's adorable, buddy. You know what I mean? And so there was a point where I was ready to kind of like, you know what? I did an album. That's what I really wanted to do. I did 2 albums at that point. And I was just kind of tired of stealing people's beats. It wasn't really that fun anymore to find them or whatnot. And I was too late in the game for me to, I wasn't going to start to learn how to make beats. It wasn't, you know what I mean? Like I would love to, I was just at this stage in the game. I don't have time. I'd rather write the rhymes, Yeah. And then, I was in an Instagram group, on Instagram, and Dust was in it as well. And we started communicating on some Transformer shit. And, kind of went back and forth, and then one day Dust posted something, about music and for his YouTube channel that he had, and it was like, oh, Throwback Thursday type shit, like, and I heard it and was like, whoa, this, like, and I privately messaged him. I was like, you do music, dude?
Yo, he slid up in those DMs hard.
Yeah, I slid into his DMs,
like he was rounding third and head for home. You know what I'm saying?
Hopefully to get a beat sent over from the back.
Yeah. Shout out to Yogi Berra. Guarding that plate.
And so, we kind of danced around each other a little bit. I could tell he wasn't exactly like, I was trying to play it cool, but I was excited because I had looked at his stuff up but I was kind of, try to be cool, and he wasn't exactly like, yeah, man, let's fucking work. He kind of like slow played me, was like, oh yeah, I messed around a little bit type shit, and I'm like, all right,
dude, dude, I was retired. I was done. Just when I thought I was out, he pulls me back in.
And so he sent me a beat, and I got it, and I was like, all right, I gotta knock this out the park. I gotta fucking impress this guy. You know what I mean? So I fucking go home. I have it for a couple of days. I write some shit and I send it back to him. I thought it was dope. It ended up being a song called Fearsome Axe, which is on Cold Slither. I thought it was dope. I sent it over, and I remember like he kind of like didn't even say anything for like a day. And I was like, fucking what a dick.
Dude, man, I'm a busy dude. Even back then, I'm a busy dude.
And then he hit me back, and he was like, "Yo, that was cool. That was cool. I like that." Or like some like 3-word fucking.
Oh, I said, "Oh,
yourself." Yeah, some fucking dick response. And I was like, "All right." And then like a week later, he hit me with like 15 beats and was like, "Oh, hey, I found these in an old file. Do with them what you want." And then that kind of fucking, I was like, "Oh shit!" And then I did something to that, and then next thing you know, fucking, I'm like, "Hey, we should do a fucking EP together." And he's like, "Yeah, I'll be, all right." And then like next thing you know, we're doing a fucking full album, and I don't want to steal Dust Thunder. You can tell some of the rest of the story.
No, you got the big drop.
That's how I know Dust Mites.
That's when you got the big drop. You got the 60 folder.
Yeah, exactly. So Eddie Dust Mites, welcome,
yo,
producer extraordinaire.
Yo.
welcome, Eddie.
Yo. Motherfucker, finally, here we are. Cobra-La podcast. 65 fucking years in the making.
Yeah, right?
No, but,
Yeah, number 65.
Yeah, we're episode 2, 2018. Wait, it is 2018. Yeah, that's right. We're coming back. Yeah, it's kind of weird with me. It's like, those were weird times because I was still like learning fucking social media, getting into Instagram and, getting to know people. And I'm not sure. And, being that I used to put my shit out there back in the day, shit was always getting jacked or bad dealings. And, so I just like, I mellowed out, took a time, listened to it. And what happened? Like a week later, you got reciprocated. Another big word tonight, or same big word that we used again. Shout out to reciprocating. Reciprocating. This is the name of the episode. Episode 1, reciprocating.
You're on 3-syllable words with the Cobra-La.
Yeah, I'm also on 9 beers. So I'm also on 9 beers. So this is where we're going right now. So, yeah, man, it wasn't like I thought you were whack or anything like that. It was something that I wasn't used to with your style because of not your vocal style, but the what you rapped about. This is the reason why I got out of the game. I was very successful selling beats or leasing beats via MySpace. And this is back in the day, or online, or, $50 for this. These guys were paying me $50, $50, $50, $60, $75. I was paying my rent. And the sick thing about it was, yeah, you can rhyme on it, but I'm going to sell it to the next dude.
Right. Lease.
Because it's a lease. I could do whatever the fuck I want.
Exclusive lease.
Yeah, this is before the back in the day when everybody figured out how to rip audio from the internet. Once everybody learned how to rip audio from the internet, it was over. It was over. The game was over.
Fuck everything up.
So all I said was mention me in the track on a shout out in the beginning, in your rhyme, on the outro. This is back in the Jigsaw days, the Dust Mites days, whatever. And just send me the audio. And I kept getting all this shit in. I was working with death rappers because of my links to nonfiction and Necro. So we had kill you, give me. And then we had I was working with Christian rappers. I was working with from the back. I was working with Christian rappers. I was working with all different types of dudes, positive dudes, negative dudes, silly dudes.
Hey,
Japanese.
Can I intervene real quick?
Of course you can.
Because I really wondering if you ever did a track with one of the death rappers and a Christian rapper
at the same time.
Track.
Oh, that would be crazy.
That would be fire.
Yeah, you could call that. Well, there was always a track called
Bring You Balance to the Force.
Yeah, sure. So that would be fucking great. That would be a dope idea. I should have thought about that. Link that up. Jesus, if I can only go back, that maybe things would be different. Highly doubt. But
all right, sorry. Maybe things would be different. Got me. Okay, go on. Continue. Sorry.
Minnie just fucking sidetracked me.
Okay, go on.
But everything that these guys were sending back, some of it I liked, some of it I didn't like. It was just to the point of like, I'm making this music. I got a lot of guys from overseas that like it because they want that old school Wu-Tang Mobb Deep sound, and that's the sound that I had when hip hop was transitioning to their next stage, and that's with your Heat Makers and the Jay-Z shit and the Just Blazes,
the mid 2000s stuff.
Yeah, the hand claps and the softer sounding stuff. And in the more orchestrated musical stuff and the keyboard stuff started coming in, and I'm like, the best thing about MySpace was, shout out to MySpace, was you could put audio on there. You had audio player, which was dope. You just put beats on there, and they were low quality, so you didn't have to worry about nobody ripping it or stealing your shit. Message me for this, but the one thing that I did, I went out and I fucking got all, you had your top friends on MySpace. If anybody remembers MySpace, you have your top friends. It used to be the hottest chicks, dopest porn stars, all the eye candy, because all you needed to do back in the MySpace was just click and say, make a friend. They didn't have to accept it. You just snatch them. So motherfuckers would come to my page like Pokemon, collecting Pokemon cards. You know what I'm saying? Big tits, nice ass, this thing, that thing. The longer they're on my page, the more music they're listening to. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So
it was a thirst trap.
Yeah, exactly. That was the perfect marketing tool. But once I started getting these tracks back, like I was leasing to all these people, it was just shit that I just didn't, when I worked with people that I sat down. I really wanted to work on track. Like, shout out to Rob Natural, the Dangler Fam Inc., all these guys I used to work with back in the day. Like, I enjoyed the product that we made, and I was getting shit that I just didn't fucking enjoy anymore. So I kind of like just took a step back. I still made beats, but I didn't put 120% in like I was doing. I gave whatever, and I started working on more instrumental stuff and more soundtracky type shit, and just I went from program to hardware, changed everything up, and I was just like doing it just for fun. And when I hooked up with Nate, and we started with Cold Slither stuff, and coming up with the name was fun. It was like, started with an EP. We did 4 tracks. I'm like, bro, this is gonna go further than that. And he's like, yeah. I was like, we need a name for this. And I think I said, remember G.I. Joe with Zartan? I don't know if you remember that. I remember that conversation. Yeah. By the way, a little sidebar here. Nate and I did not speak on the phone at all until the album was done. We did a year and a half working on the first Cold Slither album via text messages, emails, and private messages. That's it. No actual interaction whatsoever.
Dude, I'll never forget the day that the album came out. I was driving to work and I fucking called him on the phone. And he answered, and this is all he said. He goes, "You fucking ruined it."
The album was done. The album was done. We were mixing it. We were getting it mastered, as hard as it was to do that. But
yeah,
I remember it sitting in my recliner. My phone was right on the armrest. I looked down and it says Nathan Haskell. I said, "What do you know? Son of a bitch."
He goes, "I can't believe you just called me on the phone. You just ruined it."
Yeah, that's it.
Our music career is over. He was like, "We've done all this incredible stuff for the last year or so, not talking. Now all of a sudden you want to be fucking prison phone buddies."
Yeah. Well, I'm going to come out and just say this. It's like, when I started this project with Nate, I was still with my ex-girlfriend. And then we broke up just as this project started. You know what I mean? Or a quarter of the way through the project. So that was easy for me to take. A lot of things happened during that time. We had this music project going, so I had all my energy going towards this music project. I started the ROC, the Realm of Collectors, and I got a promotion at work. So all this negative energy that I was coming home to was being forced out positively in different venues, between music, between building a community, and working on my career at work. So it was a definite positive time, and I think that's what reflected in. I was so into making all this stuff, whether working with creating the Realm of Collectors with the podcast and all that stuff, and creating this album. It was definitely a fantastic positive push for me, which kept me. All this negative stuff kept me moving and kept me motivated. I need something negative in my life right now to keep me moving. because I'm slumping here. I'm dying here. But enough about me. I think we spent about a half hour on me. But yes, my name is Dust Mites. I'm an old school fool. I started producing tracks in the late 80s, fucking around, did some shit in the early 90s to mid 90s, demo-wise with some people. Made a couple of records, did a couple of remixes, and now I'm here with you guys. So.
And now he's finishing his career out here at the bottom. At
I'm bottoming out.
And here I am, winding down.
I believe they call that out to pasture.
Honestly, guys, here's the thing, man. Like,
I'm Jordan on the Wizards.
I was done with hip hop, man. I was done. I was ready to just say, I probably... If Nate and I didn't hook up, because I think the fact that me and Nate hooked up, I went out and I bought Machine. When Machine first came out, it's a interactive MIDI controller with makes whatever production thing, not the MIDI that we hit it from the back or suck my dick from the back, but, the other MIDI. And I wouldn't have never done that to go forward with that if it wasn't for me hooking up with Nate.
Yeah, so
and that kind of sparked that.
And that's been
I hope you got your money back for that machine.
I was.
That's a conversation for another day about how much better Machine is now. So than this fucking.
Yes, and so my name is Nathan Haskell.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, who's this gentleman?
Real man.
Nathan Haskell from Redondo Beach, California. I am at 2889 Platinum. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so you might know me as your Instagram guidance counselor. I'm the I'm the angry older gentleman with the red beard that yells at young kids, apparently.
and if MapQuest raps best. This man's address pops up.
Yes, exactly. It pops up. I do nerd rap music with these fine gentlemen. I'm blessed to know so many people that I have met through the wonders of social media, and all of these guys are a testament to that. I think here on this podcast, we want to just kind of, we want to make you laugh. We want to hopefully not make you cry. But if you do, we hope that it's from laughter.
You know what made me cry?
Is that a good tagline? Is that better than suck my dick from the back?
No, I was going to say, you know what made me cry? Getting my dick stuck in the back. That would make me cry. Tears of joy.
Basically,
joy, if you're the one in the back, you're going to be crying.
Basically, listen. We want
front, not so much.
We're gonna tell you guys our opinions on some things. The podcast isn't exactly about anything in particular. We all kind of have backgrounds in music, and we're going to talk about music, but that's not going to be all. That's not all we're going to talk about.
It's the podcast with the music guys, not talking about music.
Yeah, exactly.
Plastic crack.
We're like the Seinfeld of the podcast.
Yeah, we're gonna have. We're gonna have some guests from time to time, some people that we might think have some interesting stories to tell. If you like Bo Talk on Facebook or Instagram, or you like my minute rants, this is basically going to be some more of that. If you watch or listen to the Realm of Collectors podcast and their networks, you're familiar with Dust. You're going to get more of that. If you enjoy having your dick sucked from the back, you're going to like what Minnie's got to say. You know what I mean? This is how we're going. This is how it's happening. He's not going to say a lot, but what he says is going to be powerful and about sucking dick, apparently.
No, not sucking dick. Whoa, easy. That's a different podcast. This is getting your dick sucked from the back.
I'm the recipient, man.
Minnie, I could definitely fucking edit that.
Hey,
out.
listen, guys, I'm new at this as well. Okay, we're gonna grow together.
Wow, you know that. Minnie suck dick.
Hey, it grows.
I didn't.
Wow, shout out to Minnie. Wow, easy.
I'm also the one of the two MCs of the cast, and I have not said a 3-syllable word yet to get a golf clap, because apparently that's going to be a thing. Anytime somebody says a 3 to 4 syllable word, the group will give you a golf clap.
Okay.
SAT word is what we'll call it.
Apparently a bullhorn sometimes too.
Yeah. Apparently I heard that.
Oh yeah. This is going to be a staple, that's what we got to do. You get a little bit of this.
What would Diplo do?
You know what? If you're bringing something to the table we don't like, you're going to get the old. That's just how it is,
Right.
Yo, where's that Wu-Tang fucking blade sound, man?
No, we don't do blade sounds. If it really sucks and we really want to get on you, because this is how we are, because we're all friends, you're going to get the old. Take that shit to the toilet, son.
All right, fair enough.
Take that to Dust's glowing toilet.
Mr. Walker, you've been silent here for a minute, so why don't you tell us what's going on in your world recently?
Yeah, man. Let's see, down here in the bustling metropolis of Macon, I recently picked up a gig. I've been doing this comedy bingo thing, which sounds either great or awful, depending.
No. Honestly, when you say comedy bingo, I was like, what the fuck? That's fucking incredible.
You know what would be awesome is if this can't be what it is, but if comedy bingo was like, if each bingo card is like a joke and you start it off, but you don't get the punchline till you get bingo.
Oh my God, you just blew my fucking mind. Like, now I gotta change the whole fucking game.
So they're like B27. Guy walks into a bar. I-72. Bartender says, "Why the long face?" or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
It keeps building up. It keeps building up.
yeah. All right, but tell us what is comedy bingo, my friend?
Yeah, essentially,
Wait. My question is it old people or regular people?
that's an excellent question. It's been. I was under the impression. Yeah,
Because you can be like B, 35, suck it from the back. B. And I want to make sure it's coming from the back. G.
No, it's been like a fun mix because it's at like a bar and grill. So you get like the young people that are coming in to have drinks. You know, there's drink specials during the thing. Each winner of a round gets a free beer. So, you know, they have it kind of skewed to maybe a younger audience, but you still get a lot of like the older people that are like, "Oh, there's bingo. I love bingo."
Are you telling
bingo since, yeah. Oh yeah. The old folks are definitely in the house. And I've kind of tried to
joke off the
I mean, no, I've tried to kind of start skewering some of the material like in like wildly differing directions because of that. So like, I did like a whole set the other night on like the history of bingo, where it was like, this is, you know, it's like these old people, man, like they're not going to get a lot of my like lit family jokes. I mean, they might not be as hip with the times, but like if I tell them about how bingo was brought to America in the early 30s and it was called Beano because they marked their cards with beans, like they like a frame of reference, which it's funny because in France, before it came to America, this is my little bingo trivia for this episode. In France, it was called Le Loto, and it was played by like wealthy French gentlemen. But we brought it to America and called it Beano and took it to the county fair. It's like, God damn it! Like, God, dude, they gave us this like highly aristocratic game of like elites, wealthy elites, and we were like, nah, throw that shit under the tent and just grab you a handful of beans and we'll call it Beano. It's good. Like, God damn it, I guess that's what we do.
I can't believe that in any incarnation you just called bingo highly aristocratic. aristocratic. That's the word.
Honestly,
thank you.
I had to go back. I had to go to the bathroom. Came back. I heard bingo. I'm like, what is this? What is this? Southern LA? Is this? What are you playing? Bingo. What's going on over here? What are you?
So are you playing?
Beano? Beano, like the gas.
Games?
I thought it was bingo. That's just, you know.
Yeah.
Old 47, son.
Yeah. But I mean, essentially, it's just me doing like, you know, 5-10 minute sets, and then playing a couple of rounds, then doing a little bit more material, then playing a couple rounds, and it's been a lot of fun, man. I mean, there's no scene for comedy in Macon, Georgia. I'll tell you right now. There's
making the scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's making the scene right now. Nice one, Mitty.
Yeah.
Okay, so
what you're saying is you're cornering the comedy market.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Yes.
So people come out to the bar, and you do rounds of bingo, and between the rounds you do your stand-up.
Exactly.
Awesome. That's a fucking. And of course you're doing your witty sayings while you're pulling the fucking things out. You know.
Yeah.
Dinner, chicken dinner.
Yeah.
And you get groupies named Gertrude.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. In fact, that's
there's
really
a lot of Gertrudes down there. Yeah.
You know, I'm like, yo, Gertrude.
Hey, you know, it's just not lit unless there's a Gertrude in the house.
Shout out to Dirty Gertie. You know what she likes to do.
Are you actually pulling the bingo numbers or no?
Yeah. Like the guy that owns the bar is the one
you spin the drum.
Dude, I was gonna say you had that big ball.
Oh yeah, man. Spin it a couple extra times for all the rattling and like.
Oh, fair enough.
All right, here we go.
For the dramatic effect.
Yeah, right.
That's awesome, man. I would fucking get hammered and be the one guy in the audience says, "Yeah, fuck my dick from the back." Sorry, Mitty, we're running wild with the Mitty.
When I come visit you in Macon, I have to see this live.
Yeah, that's dope.
Come
when
do
you
it.
making the trip.
You should definitely tape it.
Fucking
video that, record that shit and put it out, man. That'd be funny as fuck. What you said.
Did you say when are you making the trip?
Indeed, my friend.
All right, fair enough. Continue, Bo.
Yeah, well, that's been kind of that's been my big thing that I've been working on.
And is that every other week? Is that every week? Is it
Nah,
every month?
dude, it's every Monday night.
Wow.
So you have to have new material every Monday night?
And that's the other reason why it's been really awesome is because it's forced me into like writing a lot more than I had kind of gotten stagnant, because I've performed around town a bunch, and I mean I've probably got a couple hours worth of stand-up material.
Sure.
So I had just, I kind of had all this material and was just recycling it anytime I got a gig. But this has kind of forced me into a position where like I'm having to write at least some portion of new material every week.
Yeah, because the same people coming back every week. Oh, it's the same thing we heard last week. I don't know.
Exactly.
You don't want to be Carlos Mencia, man.
Yeah, right. Nah.
Hey, I'm a beaner. I'm stealing jokes. Shout out to that dude. Yeah, but that's a fucking.
He's known for recycling material.
Yeah, recycling for someone else's material. That's great. That's a killer idea, man.
Right?
That's very cool.
Watch now. Everybody's gonna jump on that shit, man.
Yeah,
just jump on that shit. I would love to fucking hang out and do that, man. That would. Yeah. I'd get fucking ripped. Ripped. Fuck the cards. I just want to fucking sit here and drink and listen to this dude. And it opens up your whole fucking creative outlet, man, and just makes you say, I got to be better than last time.
Yeah, right. And I've there's I hadn't done it yet, but I've planned to slip a song in here or there. Yeah,
that'd be awesome. Do a little set. Do a song
right.
This one and say, hey, next setup, I'm going to do a little stand up and come back and do a little more,
Right.
It's a great way to get out there. And by the way, buy the CD. I'll be out in the lobby.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Right.
I'll be hawking shit for real.
Definitely. If anybody knows, I know how it is to come up with new material every fucking Monday.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. All right. Edward Dustlong.
Yo.
What is new in your world besides this?
Besides this, I got a lot going on, man. I got a lot going on. Working on these.
How's your cat, by the way?
Oreo? I don't know, man. Yeah. It's almost week 2. We thought it was a UTI. She's got some fucking 2-week antibiotic in her that's making her act crazy. I spent $70 on a 17-pound bag of cat food. Yes, $70.
What is this like? Is this like special get better cat food?
Yeah, it's supposed to. Special.
You have to change up your cat's diet when they have a UTI.
Put some of that get better in you.
Yeah, when I threw it down and they were all crunching on it, I'm like, man, there's got to be something magical in there. I just fucking said, move over. I got on my fucking hands. And now I'm not limping.
Yeah, there you go.
Now it's some extra pep in your step.
Yes, definitely. Word up. It's supposed to eliminate the crystals. She may have a bladder stone because she had one back in the day. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but it's fucking shit's real. I went through fucking 3 comforters in a week. Amazon was my best friend. I had to sleep one night with a sheet because she fucking pissed on every fucking blanket in the house.
Wow.
Shout out to cats with urinary fucking problems. Yeah, because you know why?
You can't just crate it.
No, I'm not gonna crate my cat. I'm not doing that. She lives here. She's part of this house.
No, I understand, but
no, it ain't happening. It's not like a little dog you can put in a fucking cage. Good night. Set the light off. Cats are a little different.
No, Dust. It is like a dog
from the back.
Put in a crate. It's not a fucking saber-toothed tiger, bro.
I'll put Oreo in the fucking detox behind me and just put it back.
Right.
No, but that's how
right next to Fantoy's fucking Omega.
Oh, I can't believe we're talking about my cat in the urination. This is fantastic. Welcome to the Cobra-La podcast. No,
Dead serious rappers.
Definitely. She had a problem like this years ago, and we took her in, and they gave her the shot. We changed the diet up, but she's what they tell us is that like if she has that issue and she's a female cat, she associates the litter box with pain. So every time she goes in the litter box, she has to pee, and then when she leaves, it's like a little dot or there's nothing at all. So of course she pisses on other things, and she's a cat. She don't realize it, but she thinks, hey, no pain. But yet she drops the load. Excuse me. You know what I mean? She pisses like because she's not associated in the box. Mm-hmm. So any towel I left in the fucking bathroom floor, zap. Any blanket, zap. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I literally went through fucking 3 comforters in a week on her, and I'm just fucking saying, there's something wrong. And I took her to the vet, and we thought it was a UTI, and the shot, we're on week 2 of the shot. So if it doesn't do anything after this week and the food doesn't help, but she is getting in the box a little bit more, and the puddle's getting bigger. So that's it. I can just hope for that because I'm not fucking going for like a $700 surgery. It ain't happening. Right. We ain't selling records like that.
Yeah.
But it's your pet. You do whatever you can, man.
I totally agree. I
had a cat.
Wow. We just segued into a fucking cat fucking segment. That's fucking incredible. I blame Nate.
Yeah. Well, that's what's going to happen here.
He's like, I had nothing else. I went with Oreo.
Yeah, I'm getting into the hard-hitting issues. I don't know about you guys, but I'm fucking pulling no punches. Wait till I tell you a story right now. Anybody out there eat edibles lately?
Yeah, still count.
Shout out to Dave. Is it John Addict on here? You know, we're getting John Addict. I could get him as our first guest if you want.
So recently, marijuana became, quasi legal here in Los Angeles, and I don't really fuck with edibles because I had a really bad experience with it a while back, and I ate like an entire fucking brownie that said it literally on the package said, hey dummy, don't eat this entire brownie. And
fucking lightweight.
I just want to make it. I am not a weed smoker or indulge in this, but I heard a lot of people say edibles ain't to be fucked with. You need to monitor yourself and
real talk.
No, it's really simple. Edibles, eat them before you go to bed only.
What fun is that?
It's ruined life.
Why the fuck not going to be edibles that go to sleep?
Off your ass, fucking edibles feel like you got to go to sleep.
Well, let me finish my story here, and it ends like that. Thanks for stealing the end of bingo, Mitty.
It definitely doesn't end with from the back.
Look, I was talking to Gertrude, and she ain't going for the hole in the back, but I know Dust likes the mom hands, so it ain't no fun unless the homies.
I'm anti-mom hands.
I'm hooking you up, dog.
So anyway, So, yeah, I had a really bad experience, and I ended up throwing up and all kinds of shit like that, right? So I didn't do them for a long time. So the shop opens up down. Yeah. I'm going to get this fucking story out at some point.
Yo, get used to it. This is what happens.
Yeah.
Who the fuck throws up off edibles, man? That's supposed to be some shit that makes you unnauseated. I'm perplexed.
That's not really a word, but it's 3 syllables.
What did he say?
Perplexed ain't a word.
What did he say? Unnauseated? What the fuck is that?
Unnauseated.
Oh, I think he said unnauseated. He was in the Bayformers movie.
Yeah.
He was a transformer in the Bayformer movie. His name was Unnauseated.
It does, okay, if you eat too much of it.
Yeah.
Because all right, what's the deal with that?
Yeah.
Because it's compressed or it's I don't know.
It's made out of it's compressed down into like butter.
The reason why I never fucked with marijuana is because I'm it's not I'm a pussy. Dude, I'm a dude that could drink 940s, which is the same fucking impact of a blunt. But it's just like it's the whole inhaling thing because I'm so anti-smoking. When you have multiple people in your house, in your family die from cancer and blah,
100%. Cigarettes are gross.
Yeah, my mom was a fucking 3-pack a day bitch, and she died at 42. Here I am, 40 plus, older than her, and I'm thinking like, wow, I outlived my mom, and it's an incredible feeling.
God damn.
Yeah, that's.
So it's like anything with cigarettes or inhaling, it's like
sure. I totally understand.
Give me a pill. Boop, done.
I think that the butter might have been fucked up on Nate's edibles because you don't really throw up off edibles. It sounds like the butter went
ate a
rancid.
ton. Anyway, so
Did you have anything to drink along
Let me
with
finish
the
the
edible?
story, guys.
no, nothing to drink.
Okay.
Thank you,
I think
you,
I know
Bo, for
Nate.
asking. Thank you, Bo, for asking a legit question about my story.
I think I know Nate.
Did anyone else?
I know Nate long
Did
enough
Nate-
where he's getting agitated right now. Let me finish.
People like it when I'm angry. So anyway, so I had a bad experience, yada yada yada. So dispensary opens up by me. I decide I'm gonna go buy some herb, and I buy a Fruit Loop bar. It's like a Rice Krispie treat, but it's made out of Fruit Loops, right?
Now, again, I need to ask questions. How are you able to? Can you just walk in there like it's a comic book store?
What happens is,
Like back in the day, you need a prescription card to get in there from your
well,
doctor.
see, you still do, but what happens is that a lot of these dispensaries know that the LAPD is undermanned and it's fucking basically legal, so nobody is gonna raid these spots. For
They're not.
without a fucking medical card, right?
Yeah.
So I make a bunch of phone calls and I basically call and say, "Hey, why are you showing me your headphones?"
No, it's all good. Don't look at the video. I'm just trying to fix it.
Oh,
First
sorry.
he's showing us his pussy. Now he's showing us his headphones.
Sorry.
This is an audio podcast.
No, I know. I thought you were giving me a signal. I thought I was missing.
No. This is the signal. This is the signal.
Okay, got it.
This is the signal.
He's saying no one else seen his pussy but us. But now they know he's showing his pussy.
So anyway,
Just
so
might showing
if you call,
All right. Why don't you go out and show us a tumbleweed?
if you call and you ask, you say, "Hey, do you guys require a card?" Some places will say yes. Some places will be like, "Nah, fuck it, come on in." So you come in, you give them your information, you show them your ID. You know, they take your ID when you go in, you buy your shit, you come out, they give you your ID back, right? I'm probably on some sort of fucking watch list, but at this point, I don't care.
It kind of reminds me like
You can't buy any guns.
Prohibition
California,
days.
It was just like Prohibition,
It
exactly.
reminds me of Prohibition days. You knock on a door, that little fucking
No guns for you.
slide door opens up a freaking
Yeah.
face. What's the past?
Yeah, it's
Sword,
exactly what it's like.
swordfish.
So I go in there and I get this Fruit Loop thing, right? So I go home and I go on YouTube and because I Google it, because obviously it says on there, fucking, lab tested, but who the fuck, that could be some guy in his fucking kitchen in Lancaster, you know what I mean? So I go on the thing and a guy reviews it. And so he's like, takes the thing, he eats it, and then he comes back in like an hour and he goes, it wasn't that strong. It says 300 milligrams, but it doesn't seem like that, yada, 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 right? So I eat part of this thing, and I get pretty high. It was fun. Then I eat a little bit more, and it was cool. And then, like, the next day, I eat some more, yada, yada, right? So everything was cool. It wasn't that strong. So, a couple weeks later, when I go to re-up again, I go and I get the Rice Krispie version this time from the same company. Now, I'm assuming it's the same company. It's the same fucking quote-unquote lab, whatever, right?
Didn't read the milligrams.
No, it's same milligram, same everything, right?
Milligram?
Yeah, same milligram, 300. So, I go home and I fucking eat the exact same amount that I ate of the Fruit Loop one. And let me tell you what, brothers. About an hour and a half later, I was a fucking wreck. An absolute puddle, bro. I'm in my fucking studio. And I'm writing and I'm working and I just start laughing for like no reason, like out of nowhere. And I'm not like talking like chuckling because I wrote something funny. I'm talking like face hurting, hysterically laughing at fucking nothing. You know what I mean?
Left arm goes numb.
Yeah. So then I go into the fucking studio and I'm looking at my phone where I have my rhymes and it looks like they're like falling down the screen like the fucking Matrix and shit.
Get out of here. What is
D-trip, man?
Yeah.
Not weird.
You find out like they're testing LSD 2025.
Yeah, right.
They
So I'm like,
dip that shit in the fucking LSD, man.
I'm like, holy shit, this is like wild, So at that point, I go, okay, Nate, you've got to go to bed. You've got to. It's like 7 at night. I'm like, you need to, it's time to turn in, buddy. This is a wrap for you.
You got the Sherm bar.
Yeah,
Sherm bar.
right? So I go into my bed and I'm laying there and like, I'm like, all right, I have to turn this off. like I got to turn this off somehow because it's like my room is it's wild, right? So I go, all right, I'm gonna lay here. I'm gonna put on some Planet Earth 2, that fucking documentary series on fucking BBC.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Everything
that's always a good watch.
Right?
It's all
Of course
comic.
it is.
You got the drone. You got the drone coming down on the mountainside.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, this will
The
be
water
super,
behind it.
this will be
The
super,
episode of the fish that turns from male to female.
this will be super relaxing.
Big old premium.
Yep. So I'm laying there, and you know, the guy's like, here in the deserts of South Africa, a young fledgling snake tries to right? And so I'm trying to fall asleep. And I'm sleeping and I can't turn my brain off, but I can only hear what's going on the television. And now I'm starting to like hear that shit in my room. And I'm like, fucking, okay, I can't do this anymore either. Yeah, exactly. So I turn off the fucking TV and I'm laying there. And I fall asleep for like an hour and a half, right? I get up. Now it's seeming it was like 7, so now it's only like 9:30. And my roommate and his kids are over and they're upstairs, they're running around, whatever. So I'm like, fuck, I'm like really like parched, right? I don't know if it was the fact that I was watching the fucking desert episode of Planet Earth, but it felt like I had fucking eaten a bunch of sand, you know what I mean? So I fucking get up. I get up and I like turn the lights on and I'm looking at myself in the fucking mirror and I just, you know when you look at yourself and you're like, man, you are fucked up. Like, whether you're drunk or high or whatever, like everybody's had that fucking one-on-one meeting with themselves in the mirror. Like
Every morning at 5:30 a.m. for me.
yeah, I was like, you can't go upstairs like that. There are children. What are they going to think? You know what I mean? And then they're like, and they're only like 8 and 5.
But I'm parched.
Yeah, I know, right? But I'm like, fuck, but I'm so thirsty. And then, and I'm just picturing myself going up there and then being like, what's up, Nathan? And like grabbing on me and shit. And I don't know how I'm going to react because.
Keep your hands down, look straight.
Fucking walls are melting. But I don't want to fucking. You know, I wouldn't want to go up there and ignore them because then they'd be like, what's wrong with fucking Dracula over there? You know what I mean? So I opted to not go upstairs and drink from the faucet in my bathroom.
Hey, you know what?
That's why you threw up.
We've all been there because I've drank out the toilet in my bathroom.
So
I'm throwing up and I'm like, fuck it while I'm here.
basically, the moral of the story. The moral of the story is eat a little bit because you can always eat more. You can't eat less.
and also, if you buy your edibles and it's Rice Krispies, but it's just a picture of Rice Krispies on a stamp, you might not want to take it. It just might be LSD.
Yeah, exactly.
They're definitely testing LSD 2025 on your ass.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it was fun, but it was interesting.
So no DMT yet. Didn't try the DMT.
Oh no! Don't get me wrong. I bought more. I just don't.
Wait.
Yeah, right.
Ration that shit up.
I ate some before I went and saw the Black Panther.
Oh, segue. Do I segue coming on?
You saw that? I'm fucking getting a handle. I'm getting a handle on this hosting gig.
Let's make some noise for a segue. We got a segue going on.
I'm really getting the fucking handle of this.
You got to keep. You're rowing the boat. Keep rowing.
I thought. Listen, I know. Listen. I think Bo's on my team here, but I thought it was incredible. And
really enjoyed it.
And I think Dust and Mitty feel differently.
Okay. Let's.
Well, I didn't see it, so I don't know.
That's good. Way to do your homework. Maybe a little less fucking getting your dick sucked from the back and more fucking Wakanda.
Nate,
right?
you keep saying he's sucking dick from the back.
How many kids are going to be named Wakanda? How many little kids are getting named Wakanda in the next couple years?
Fucking idiots.
It's going to be full of Wakandas at school. Trust me.
All right, we could do a round robin real quick if you want to do that. Let's keep it contained. I mean, I know
Mitty didn't see it.
we've been starting with Bo, so we can go back there.
Yeah, well, you know, that ginger
Poster?
face brings back that gingery, happy, bingo, 37 face. Bring it back.
Yeah. You know, I felt for me it was big.
Did it change did it change your life?
All right, don't fucking lead the witness, bro.
Sorry.
Sit down, fucking prosecution. You don't have your fucking chance.
All right.
You know,
Hey, Bo, try on the gloves.
Yeah.
Would have been better if Brian Johnson directed it.
Yeah, I did connect with it in a great way. I mean, y'all might not know this, but I'm part Black Irish. So
He's from Wakanda.
I'm not regular Irish. I'm that. No, I'm not. That's
he's not from Wakanda. He's from Wanda.
He's from Makanda.
Shout out to Wanda. She likes to suck dick from the back.
Jesus Christ!
Sorry.
But I'm not like a huge. I'm not a huge Black Panther fan to begin with. Like I didn't know. I'm not. I'm what I would call like a fair weather comic book fan. Like I read a handful of like big popular titles coming up, and I enjoyed animated series and that kind of thing. But I was not like a deep comic, not like what I would think of like Dust, like somebody who knows comic lore,
Sure.
who knows a whole lot more than I do. I was kind of a mainstream fan. And so Black Panther, I appreciated him. I thought it was cool. But I didn't really know jack shit about him. So, for me, I was coming in from a place of knowing very, 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 very little. So I loved it, man. I thought it was fucking great. And the way they were able to, and I'm sure this is all part of his backstory and history. I'm sure there was, a reason for all that, but the way they tied it to kind of, social issues and things of that nature, certainly kind of tensions that exist. I mean, I'm, from my perspective, someone from the South who lives very much in a divided, community, it was cool to see that shit addressed in that way.
I get what you're saying.
I'm going to be as delicate as I can here.
All right, fucking Edward. You know what, Bo?
Bo.
Listen, Bo. Unlike these other two fucking schmucks, that was a really very well said review of the film.
Schmucks. Wow, we're schmucks now. Oh, hey now. Hey, welcome to our schmuck podcast.
I'm ready to hear why it was not good.
God.
Yeah.
Educate us.
No, it's not all about educating. It's like, when people say this movie changed my life, it's the best Marvel movie ever. No.
It's top 3.
You really think so?
What's your top?
1,000%.
Winter Soldier wasn't better than this?
No.
You don't think Winter Soldier was better than this?
Nope.
You're out of your fucking mind. The first Captain America movie wasn't better than this?
Not even close. The first Captain America is not even in my top 10.
What are you kidding me? Did you ever read a comic book in your life?
Of course I read a fucking comic book. That's why I didn't need a fucking 1-hour origin story about fucking Steve Rogers being skinny.
Why do we need this origin story about a character nobody gives a fuck about?
It lasted fucking 8 minutes. The origin story was 20 minutes long.
Nobody knows.
No.
All right. Come on, argue. Come at me, bro.
I disagree. I don't need.
Come at me, bro. But I mean, you wanted me to discuss and you attacked me. So you know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to bounce out and get my dick sucked from the back.
Listen, I thought it was absolutely incredible. When was the last time? Now, not that this makes or breaks a film, but that movie had more deaths than any Marvel movie fucking.
It was
combined.
A cookie cutter cliche movie that took fucking hints from Hamlet and The Lion King. Period.
So what?
When you watched it, you knew what was going to happen. Oh,
I know what's going to happen in every fucking.
And here's no, because it's not like that. Because not everybody knows about this character, and they went a total different route with this movie,
which was dope. That was dope.
It was dope. Yeah, it was great. I give it a 5.0. That's how dope it is.
Rolling.
I've been reading Marvel comics since 1982.
Yeah.
You know,
I have given up on wanting what I read in the comics to happen.
Yeah, you know what? Not me.
It's not happening anymore.
I'm going to be that
happening
dude.
anymore.
No, I can't do it, man. It was a good film, but not a good movie. It followed the step lines and whatnot, but him as a character, boring. He was boring. He was boring as fuck. His little sister gave me more. The supporting
she was great. The
supporting
was,
dude, don't get me wrong. The supporting
Michael B. Jordan was incredible.
Yeah, he was dope. The supporting characters were incredible.
Sure.
They were fantastic. But the lead character, you know what? I blew my load in Civil War. You get what I'm saying? I blew my load in Civil War, man. Done.
I know you had Gertrude with you with her mom hands.
Yeah, all right, easy. But you know what? When it comes to this movie, like, you know, it's all good, man. I just didn't like it.
I can see what you're saying. Like out of the cast of characters, I would say Black Panther himself, T'Challa, was among the weakest. Kind of the
it was garbage. It was garbage
of you know, as far as development and things go. You know, dynamic character.
They blew their load with Civil War, man.
I could see that criticism. However, you know, again, I guess it's just a difference in opinion. But for me, that was.
Did Bo's audio just go out?
Yeah, his mic just
so.
Yeah, and I didn't mute him. I don't want you guys to think I muted him.
That was all you, Dust. Why are you trying to not be heard? Don't you try to censor us. The revolution will not be televised.
Oh man.
I'm a little sad though that they didn't cast Ravage from the G1 Transformers.
That's all you got.
What does that even mean?
That's what I was gonna say. That's all you got. He didn't see it yet. Shout out to Cody. Shout out to Cody Life. You know,
come on, man.
Here's some that I didn't like about it.
Ravage was a dog.
Ravage was a cat, man.
Ravage is a dog.
Oh God, we're on this one now, right?
Come on, man.
It's a jaguar. He said it's a jaguar.
He was a jaguar. Basically, kind of like Black Panther.
Panther's
Right?
a jaguar.
Here's the thing. They have this herb that could heal people and give them superpowers and make them. There's a Rhodey almost died.
You could buy it free.
Why didn't T'Challa say I could heal him?
Because he didn't fucking know him yet.
No, it doesn't matter. Let me bring him to Wakanda and heal him.
He didn't know him yet. He didn't want to he didn't know him yet.
He knew him. He was in a fight with him.
Not really.
Get out of here, man. Come on. Stop. And I know it's gonna go back to the old
At that point, he was still on a quest for vengeance, man.
They don't want to share their technology with the rest of the world.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, like the vibranium that I knew back in the day was a metal. It was stronger than adamantium. All of a sudden, a vibranium can change the world. Vibranium has psionic energy.
There's deeper levels to it.
Vibranium could turn a Black Panther suit into a Iron Man armor. Vibranium could, I don't know, fucking cure your edible disease. I don't know what the fuck to say, man. It's just too much. It was fucking too much. It was overdone.
No.
I'm the old, you gotta understand. I'm the old dude that hates everything. So there you go, man. To me, and I think
that wasn't touched on in the comics.
No, I think I'm just not the comics that I know. Maybe this new, the new universe Marvel or whatever the fuck the ultimate universe. Maybe I didn't read that book, but to me, it was a little too overdone, a little bit cliche-ish. It was cookie cutter, and it was. I think I'm just marveled out, man. Honestly, man, I didn't like Ragnarok too much.
Oh, you didn't like Ragnarok?
What?
Holy Christ!
Did you hear what I said, Dick? Dick, rewind. I didn't like Ragnarok that much or too much that I originally said before someone paraphrases me and fucking we got bad shit in the comments.
Just said he hates Ragnarok.
Guardians 2.
Dust Mite says never watching Marvel again.
Guardians 2 was despicable. That was a fucking trash fucking movie. I just think I'm marveled out, man.
Did you like the new Spider-Man?
Yes, I liked Homecoming. Homecoming got a
that movie
9.0.
was fucking awesome.
There's things about Homecoming I didn't like, but the premise of Homecoming I enjoyed. I gave it a 9. This one is a 5.
And you gave Black Panther a 5.
5. It does not live up to the
Cold Slither 3's in jeopardy.
Hey, you remember Flavor Flav? Don't believe the hype. Yeah. And it's funny that they show a Public Enemy album on the wall. So I'm just going that there. But enough about me. I didn't like it. Don't hate me. It's just my opinion.
You're 100% correct. And you're
my opinion. Yeah. I may not agree with you guys. And the best thing about this is we agree to disagree. We move on.
And then we can enjoy talking about it. I feel like, we're
I mean, you know what people are going to want to hear us bitching and fucking yelling at each other about. And then, 37. Oh, 37. That's a great segue to Bo right now.
Yeah.
Good. That's good stuff.
All right. Well, Just what I'll ask Does is there something that you've seen recently that you did like,
movie wise?
Movie wise or show wise? Is there like a series, a movie, or an album?
Ooh,
there's a new album. Is there?
There's nothing. I've been listening to a lot of. I've been on this for a while now. Is the fuck? I'm trying to remember the fucking name. A couple of beers on me. Oh man, what the fuck is it? Black Sky, Blue Death.
Oh, those guys are great.
Yeah, I've been bumping that shit, man. I've been bumping a lot of their not just the shit that they do with rappers, but the shit that they do.
Yeah, their instrumental records.
Yeah, instrumental records are just fucking incredible, man. And yeah, there's a lot of trap-esque moments, but the emotion that you hear in their music, instrumentally wise, is really killing me right now. You know.
Yeah, I haven't heard any of their newer stuff, but I got their first couple albums, and they're super dope.
Well, the Euphoric mixtapes are basically instrumentals from the hip hop stuff they've been doing, but then they have their own projects where it's just pure emotion. It's pure emotion. Yeah. It could go from 88 BPM, 78 BPMs to 120 BPMs. More, it sounds like a dance track, but you hear samples behind it. You hear hard drums, and you hear. There's one thing about music with me and I think my ear is emotion, and you could hear it in some of the tracks that I do. I could hear it in a lot of tracks that seem to be my favorites that some people don't like, but there's an inner emotion to this music that makes me just like enjoy it so much more. Like, wow, that got me. You know what I mean? It grabbed me. It's not Black Panther grabbed me, but it's musically grabbing me. But yeah, I've been bumping that. Nothing new hip hop wise, man. I there's a lot of stuff that's coming out on the independent scene that I've been listening to. But
that new Evidence album was dope.
Yeah, I mean, when I listen to that album, there's 3 tracks that stand out to me, and those are the three tracks that I play all the time. It's the Alchemist hit. I can't remember the fucking name, and I'm gonna lower this window and try to find it. It's like the second track in. If anybody,
right? Yeah. I'm not forgetting the name of it, but yeah.
Have we all heard this album?
I have
heard it. No,
Who?
Not all of it, but everything I heard, I liked.
Yeah, I mean, Evidence gets. The best thing about Evidence is he's in his lane, and he's continuing to go on his lane, and I think it's Throw It All Away.
Yeah, Throw It All Away.
Alchemist. Powder Cocaine is dope after that.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Slug or the other dude. I've never heard of the other dude that comes in after him, but the beat wise, music wise, it's really, really grabs me, and I'm really enjoying that. I'm trying to think. The Love Is Funny thing is good with Styles P. It's a dope track, but yeah, I mean, it got me when I first heard it, but I'm the type of dude, like, if I got to keep hearing it, it's dope. If it's coming in and I'm eating it and I'm shitting it out, but there's some dingleberries left along. Those are the tracks I like. You know,
Right.
that's a reference for me. Like, that's cool. And then, that's about it. It's hard to find some fucking really good modern music that I'm pumping, but I'm happy.
Yeah, I know. It's really hard to find. It's also easy to find at Nathan Has Skill Bandcamp.
There you go. The segue.
Head there right now. Once again.
Of Cabbages and Kings.
Yeah, shout out to hard copies coming very soon.
Oh, this week actually, the hard copies are in the mail.
Nice. And let's talk about those hard copies. I heard there's some extra tracks on those hard copies.
I heard they're extra hard.
They're extra hard. Yes, these tracks actually suck your dick from the back.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are they hard enough to get your dick sucked from the back?
You get. She's gonna tell you to turn it off.
You get with the bonus tracks, you get three new tracks on there. One produced by Dust, two produced by MIDI.
Produced by MIDI.
Yeah. Sorry,
Dust
guys.
influence man is moving over into my music now. I'm producing things. Thanks.
Yeah, it's
Dust.
really good. If you haven't, if you guys haven't checked it out, it's on Bandcamp.com. Like I said, I got hard copies coming soon. Bo, is there anything you'd like to plug, my friend?
Not at the moment. I'm working on something really big. I'm not gonna spill the beans on it, but hopefully in the next couple of weeks, I'll have something I can tease out a little bit more than just a vague and worthless.
Bigger than
coming.
bingo? Bigger than stand-up bingo?
Bigger than fucking stand-up bingo.
You know what? That should be the name of that shit. Bigger than bingo. That's the next release. That's the name of your next release of your audio album. Bigger than bingo. Your stand-up album.
Bo's bigger than bingo bonanza.
It's like on the lines of Andrew Dice Clay, When the Laughter Died. You guys know about that album? He just finished doing a big concert or doing a stand-up at Madison Square Garden. Rick Rubin was producing his next album. Rick Rubin said, hey, you killed it here. Let's go to Dangerfields now and we'll record your album. When they got to Dangerfields, there's like 5 people in the audience. And he bombed on purpose. He did the cheesiest, shittiest jokes ever. And they all landed. Fucking classic Dice shit. You know what I mean? And that's the premise of that album. That's incredible. Incredible. Not a lot of people know that. Like, the album was supposed to bomb, hence the name When the Laughter Died.
That's fucking cool.
I like it. Go
There's-
on, Bo.
Take my wife,
Sorry.
please.
Suck it from the back, please.
All right, is that all you have to plug, man? Bo?
Yeah.
Are we on the plug? We're plugging it? We're plugging it?
Yeah, I thought we would. I thought this would be the plug segment.
Oh, okay. I thought we were all going to talk about some shit that we were listening
Yeah,
to.
I thought we were talking about the music we're listening to.
Go. My bad. I'm sorry. Fucking.
Yeah,
Anytime
yeah,
my
yeah.
dicks get sucked back.
Yeah.
You talked about. I got my mind. I fucking said what I had to say. Nobody else said what they had to say. There's no time on the first episode. The first episode goes for whatever, 7 hours. It's all good.
Oh. All right. So,
Let's Nate,
never,
you got somewhere to be.
never mind, fucking Bo. Fuck your plugs.
We can edit that out.
Yeah, and I'm not in a position to.
Yeah, I like this, but honestly, Bo, I like your segue. It was like we went from one. It's like, hey, Dust, what have you been listening to lately? I'm like, is there show notes? Is there show notes that Bo knows about? What are the show notes? Segued really properly, man. That's awesome.
All right, there, fucking big mouth. What's up, MIDI? What you been listening to?
Well, funny you should ask. Nathan has skills. Well, I like to listen to a lot of older stuff, man. One album I forgot about, which was fucking fire, was Special Ed. What was it? Freaky Flow, I think was the name of the album. Fire, man.
Was that his second one?
Yeah, I think it was the second album. It came out like 93, 94.
I don't think I've heard that.
I always wonder, like, what happened to Special Ed? Because dude was dope. He's definitely one of my top 10s. So putting that in rotation. Yeah, Special man, if you listen to some of the punchlines he got on there, Special Ed is nice.
Yeah, man, I was a huge Special Ed fan back when I was in high school because I got it made. That album came out back then. Let's see, Special. Shout out, Google's your friend. Special Ed.
Yeah, I can't say that I'm really familiar with him outside of that track.
Well, his first album, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, check his second album.
His first album was
the
incredible.
second album is the Unknown Gem that you guys need to listen to.
Yeah, I kind of remember he had a few Buck Wild tracks on there. I think he had a Diamond G track. I'm trying to. Well, he had Youngest in Charge, which came out in '89. Legal came out in 1990. Revelations came out in '95. The Best of Special Ed came out in 2000. That's a label grab right there.
Oh, for sure.
And then it was Still Got It Made in 2004. So, what'd you think? Was it Legal or Revelations?
95. I think it's.
All right, Revelations. What was the track that you said? Did you name a track?
Pretty much the whole album, but
all right.
Do you see
lyrics
Freaky Flow on there? Because I know that was one of the singles. That was
Freaky Flow. Yeah, there was lyrics. I remember that. Album. Just looking at the title lyrics, I remember it has to. I remember it's a Buck Wild track. Lyrics. Someone say you got lyrics. I remember the hook on that. Never go back, rough to the end and walk the walk. It's only getting worse. Just a killer, ruckus, freaky flow. Won't be long, crazy. Here I go again. Just like that. Every day is a IZA. Gunshot. We rule. So it should be every day is a getting your dick sucked from the back. But continue on here.
You know how much I like it when rappers misspell things. That's my favorite.
I love that shit, man. So I remember Never Go Back because they sampled The Look of Love. From Isaac Hayes was that bump, 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 bump. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it's been a while since I heard this album. So this is definitely something that I'm going to hit up on Amazon Prime Music. So,
good listen.
Good looking, man.
To, which isn't hip populated.
Oh.
And I didn't really realize how many dope tracks and B-sides they had was the 60s group The Animals.
Oh, you're an Animal fan.
Yes. You probably remember them from, Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood and Spill the Wine and shit like that. But I got I actually bought their retrospective or whatever recently. And that was a fucking dope band, man. I mean, listen, a lot of their stuff has the same kind of sound, but
1 2 1 2.
But
sound like Second Realm would sample it or something.
Yeah, that was definitely like that late 60s vibe.
Yeah, like a fucking like a Scooby Doo episode.
Yeah, like a Doors.
But they had. Don't be surprised if you guys in your inboxes get some classic Nate. Hey, I don't know how to, but you guys figure out how to sample this.
I don't listen to shit like that because I don't want to sample it. Because I know I want to, and I don't want to. I don't need to.
I know there's something here. Find it.
Minnie, relax, because you know what? I'm the dude that sampled Journey. Don't Stop Believing. So, and it sounds dope as fuck. So just do it. Just work with it and make it happen.
So I've been listening to a lot of the Animals lately. Yeah, right. I was surprised myself.
Nate, you guys, you're rubbing your head like you're ready to go to sleep. You good? You good? We good here?
I'm fine. Yeah.
You guys want to keep talking? You want to wrap up?
Yeah, no, we can keep talking. I'm good.
You sure? Sure, we're good.
Where you going?
What?
What? Minnie, you just broke up. Wow.
Yo.
I think we lost Mitty.
Hello?
Mitty, you still with us?
Did I? You guys lost me?
Oh, no, there you go.
Oh, yeah, there you go. All right, good.
Yeah, you're good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have any of you guys watched Black Mirror?
Oh, yeah.
It's genius.
I love it.
Yeah, Black Mirror is one of my favorite shows that have come out.
I heard like half it's good, half it's bad.
It's like the Twilight Zone, bro.
There's certain episodes
there's certain episodes that are great, and there's certain episodes that are meh.
You know what? I was watching some shit on Amazon the other day. Shout out to Amazon because they are paying my rent. What's that one series that's kind of like the
Electric Dreams?
That's it. Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
it's the same idea. It's basically not a ripoff, but it's the same idea.
Yeah, well, it's not, you know what? How could it be a rip-off? Because like back in the day, we had Twilight Zone, you had Tales from the Dark Side, Outer Limits. Yeah, you know, it's basically just them taking that and moving forward. And I'm sorry.
My bad, dude.
No, I was going to say Electric Dreams was taken from Ryder, right?
Yeah, right.
Stories, yeah.
Philip K. Dick.
Yeah.
Whoa. Easy. You're going to get Mitty excited. You said Dick.
Philip K. sucked my dick from the back.
Philip K. Dick, a.k.a. from the back. It's a running theme here, guys.
At least on this episode it is.
Yeah. Next episode, we're going to like, Mitty, don't fucking say that shit.
Yeah.
We ran it out. It got played in the first episode.
No, we can talk about that next year.
Yeah, I mean, it's fucking... I've only watched like the first 5 or 6 episodes, which is pretty good.
They got some heavy hitter actors in there too.
Yeah, they did. Amazon's, you know, the funny thing about Amazon is like they'll pay the money for the fucking talent, but they're not paying the money for the content. You know what I mean?
Right.
Some of their content kind of falls kind of like,
Yeah.
Wow.
Been real hit or miss for me on their original content.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. I tried watching what's the one with the fuck? I can't remember the fucking name because I had like 12 beers. The Nazi,
Man in the High Castle.
Man in the High Castle. Yeah,
I couldn't do it either, but some people say if you stick with it, it gets really good.
Yeah, I watched. Yeah. I watched the first 6 episodes. I'm like,
yeah, you made it further than me.
Yeah, me too.
Really?
Yeah.
Too. Yeah. So I don't know. I'll try to. I might go back because it's continuing and it seems like it's a good show. So
Goliath was good too.
I didn't even peep that Goliath. What's that about?
Billy
hey,
Bob
Davey.
Thornton.
Hey,
Billy
Davey.
Bob Thornton is a.
Hey, Davey. God doesn't like it when you lick me, you touch me there. Remember Davey and Goliath back in the day? But Davey, God doesn't like it when you touch me there. I'm sorry, Davey.
I have no idea what you're fucking referencing.
Oh, I don't either. You guys don't know Davey and Goliath? Wow. Bo, do you know what Davey and Goliath is?
Yeah, it was that stop motion.
It's a claymation religious show that was out in the 60s and the 70s.
Yeah.
It was about claymation like Gumby and all that other shit.
Yeah.
And it was about a young boy with his dog that talked to him.
Yeah.
And it was totally fucking religious, fucking Catholic bullshit.
Yeah.
But Davey, the dog sounded like, Davey, God doesn't like it when you touch me there. So that's been a joke I've been running for a very long time. So you need to definitely watch some Davey and Goliath in your life.
Yeah. They wasn't that basically what they were spoofing with that show Moral Oral?
Yes, exactly. Moral Oral is based on fucking Davey and Goliath. Wow, Nate! I can't believe you've never seen that. You definitely got to watch YouTube.
I'll have to YouTube it
now.
now.
Definitely do that.
I don't know what Moral Oral is either.
Yeah,
it's a robot chicken show. I'm going to say Cartoon Network.
Yeah,
it's an adult.
Where they were kind of making fun of that overly religious.
Yeah, they parodied that. Basically, what I just said about Davey. God doesn't like it when you touch me there.
Yeah, Goliath was a show with Billy Bob Thornton where he's like a drunken lawyer.
Well, Goliath in my world is a dog that the young boy used to touch. Don't touch me there, Davey.
Perfect.
Davey, there's not enough peanut butter. I'm sorry. Back to Goliath.
That's pretty good.
I'm sorry.
I like it. I like that. Why do you don't be sorry?
I'm sorry, dude.
I need to load up a kicking a cymbal for dust.
Hey, man, this is who I am. B-17. But Davey.
Was that the whole premise of the show? Just like borderline bestiality, fucking gross ass shit?
No, you don't understand. Like, it's a religious show about a boy and his dog doing 1968-71 shit. I'm taking it and making it perverted by saying, but Davey, talking in the dog's voice, but Davey, God doesn't like it when you touch me there. You see, you don't get it. Fucking
Glad
Mitty.
you cleared that all up.
Fucking Mitty, man.
And next week when Dust walks us to a punchline.
Yes. Oh my God. Mitty, was it that bad you didn't get it?
I think Dust explaining punchlines is a whole bit in itself. That's pretty good.
Tumbleweed Joe over here.
Good podcast material.
I never had to explain a joke. Never. Mitty, you're killing me, bro.
Hey, guys can see all the face palms.
But Davey, but Mitty, but
Hey, but
Mitty.
speaking of face palms, what did you guys think of The Last Jedi? I know it's a couple months.
Oh,
ago.
we're gonna go that route, huh?
We're going.
Oh,
there.
we're
going there right
the
now.
last time I checked,
We're going through hyperspace with a tracker.
yeah.
on us.
The island that fucking Luke was on was right next to Wakanda. That's the last time I checked.
Black Panther was
That
better.
blue milk shit they imported to Wakanda. Oh, green milk. What the fuck color was that milk? It was green.
Green milk.
So that's what you've been watching?
Hold on.
So you guys liked it?
Bo, are you trying to talk?
It was a good movie?
Oh yeah, I mean,
there we
I
go.
enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for sure. Would I defend it against the many criticisms that I think are justly thrown against it? I don't have much leg to stand on. I had my problems with it for sure, but at the end of the day, I am such a big fanboy of the Star Wars universe that as long as I'm getting new movies, even if they're okay, if some of them are okay, if some of them are shit, I'm still happy that I'm getting new movies.
That's how I take it, too.
Because some of them are going to be awesome. Some of them are going to be fucking awesome. And if it means some of them don't live up to my expectations, then I'm okay with that. I can still glean enjoyment from the parts that I do like. You know what I'm saying?
And we all feel that way. We all definitely feel that way
Yeah.
as a fan of the franchise.
Yeah.
But damn.
But yeah,
What
yeah.
the fuck?
I mean, they're
Cannabite. What was all that Cannabite shit for? Just so they could sell some toys of Finn and what's that girl with the bowl cut?
Oh yeah, I don't remember. Rose? Is that her name? Rose?
Yeah, you know what? To
yeah.
me, the last Jedi or whatever the fuck it was called, it was like, hey, we got a great story. We got this guy, we got Ren, we got Luke Skywalker, we got this. What the fuck are we gonna do with these other guys? I don't know. Send them on a fucking mission. Just send them on a fucking mission. You know, have this guy hook up with this chick. We'll invent this guy to go here and just let it go. Like the side stories were just so fucking bad in that fucking movie.
And what about Felicio del Toro? I mean, he was
Terrible.
pointless.
Fucking terrible.
What was
There's
he there for
no
except to be a
reason-
snitch once?
No,
I kind of liked Benicio del Toro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked him too. I wanted more.
we needed something to put here and there. All right, we got this guy. Let's put him in there. It just didn't work, man. It just didn't work for me. Honestly, for me. I can't say it didn't work purposely for everything, but for me. Hold on, I'm just bidding up my brother's eBay. You know,
I've only seen it the one time. I've only seen it the one time.
That's true.
And I'll say that since seeing it, I don't recall it as fondly as I did like when I walked out of the theater. Like I feel like as the longer
after the first half
The more
hour.
you think
Yeah, you know
about
what
it,
I'm
the more
saying?
you
Like,
start putting
yeah,
shit
right. It's like I walk out of a Star Wars movie like I'm a kid again. Like, oh my god, the fucking it's just so oh my god, I
When
love
Bo
it.
walks out of a Star Wars theater, it's after the first 25 minutes.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed Rogue One. I thought that was incredible. What I'm seeing from Solo is got me hooked.
Yeah,
But-
I think it's going to be good.
Oh, continuing the regular trilogy shit, man. They're just as we say in bingo, spinning the wheel. You know
I
what
think
I mean?
they're just doing it for these three, and then they're gonna wrap all of that up, and then I think that they're gonna look like the spinoffs.
The problem is they shouldn't be blowing these three that they're doing off because it's a pivotal point in this trilogies or, all the movies. Don't play it off like this is the cash cow. Make these one-offs the cash cow. Put the real shit into this next trilogy. You get what I'm saying? Like it seems like these standalone movies are way better, or gonna be better than the actual fucking meat and potatoes and
that's
actual
right,
fiction.
That's what they're trying to do, to make it their own. They you know what I mean? Like they're gonna.
You're holding your head. You're holding your head. It hurts.
No, this is how I.
Well, you gotta recognize expectations are completely different for the legit trilogy movies. People hold those movies to a higher standard, so it's a lot easier for a side story to come in and knock your socks off.
The dude parked his fucking X-wing in front of a Star Destroyer and said, "Holding for." Really? Holding for? And really? Honestly, you're doing a Jerky Boys bit while you're floating in space? Honestly? Really?
These are things I don't remember.
Is this what you're doing? It's the fact that they're blending modern age with a galaxy far, far away that kills me.
Yeah.
You are not on the street corner over here in Hackettstown, New Jersey. Bullshit with your friends. You are in a galaxy far, far away. You know nothing about modern times. You don't know anything about emojis and social media. And, really? Really? That's what got me in the last one. Really?
Yeah.
The dude was saying, really? Keep the. This is where. No. I'm gonna keep going on this. This is where Marvel movies is killing it for anything that's coming out in our genre of films. Is like the Marvel movies knows when to hit that fucking comedy button. Yeah. Other than Ragnarok or Guardians 2.
They were trying to emulate.
Yeah, they know where they need to put that comedy element in there. And these movies that are coming out after that, not just Marvel movies, are trying to go that route, and it's not working. Why is Star Wars being yuck, yuck, yuck? There was comedy in the prequels. There was comedy in the original ones, but it wasn't to the point where it distracted you from what you were doing.
Right. Yeah.
Forced.
Forced comedy.
Forced.
Hey!
Forced. Like I used to say about Force Awakenings, it's forced awakenings.
Sometimes I gotta force down my pants when.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This is how I feel being a fan from '77 as a young kid, watching the movie, buying the toys, being a fan throughout all the years. I was all good. Even with the prequels, I looked past a certain bullshit. I can't look past the bullshit that they're giving us right now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not happy.
Yeah. I can't look past all the legend, the shit that's legends now that's no longer canon. I mean,
they told you that because they don't want it to be. Man. They don't want it to be. You know everything that's going to happen already. So we're going to erase the old canon with the novels and all that bullshit. But you know what? They're stealing. They're still stealing bits and pieces from them.
For sure.
Without a doubt. You're going to tell me that
they just don't want to pay like Timothy's on and shit like that.
Are you guys going to say that fucking Ray and fucking what's his name aren't fucking related? You're going to tell me that right now? They teased us with a love affair like they did with Luke and Leia. And then all of a sudden you're going to find out there's no love affair. They're fucking cousins or brothers and sisters or, you know what I mean? It's just, don't fall for it, man. It's a trap.
I hope you're right on that. That would be redeeming.
Yeah, I don't get to speak about this enough, but, it is what it is, man. It's a popcorn flick. It's like anything nowadays with music or media, it's fast food. You ingest it, it's great. You shit it out, you forget about it. Yeah. That's it, man.
Sometimes
it's great, you feel awful later.
Yeah,
what's that?
I was going to say, yeah. Sometimes you feel awful later. Sometimes it sits in your gut like a goddamn ton of
man, why the fuck did I do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not like Black Panther. That was like an organic salad.
That's great. That's great.
Awesome.
That's fucking awesome. Shout out
like a vegetarian meal atop a snowy mountain.
Yeah.
The fuck are they growing up there?
And with that being said.
Wow, great segue, Nate.
With that being said, yeah.
I honestly
you
think we
guys.
could go another 5 hours, but
We probably could.
let's knock it down.
Probably could. Let's.
So we're not going to talk about the season finale of Rebels, obviously, huh?
I don't know what you're talking about.
No. I'm pulling rank. We're
That
not
might,
talking
you
about
know,
the finale of Rebels.
that might be for the mini podcast.
Yeah.
Not for us.
I'll just
That's
pour
fair.
out some liquor here for Kane. It's all good. So I'll grieve in my own way. Talking about it could have helped, but it's okay, guys. I'll get through it.
All right. Well, I don't really have a tagline to take us out yet, but
Yeah, you'll get there. You'll get there, man. This is episode 1, man. Guys, come here.
Hey.
Let's make some noise. We finally got together. And not only did we get together for episode 1, but we got all 4 cast members here.
right?
You weren't sure, man. You weren't
Don't
sure,
get
man.
used to this shit, people.
Yeah, you know what? We're gonna be bouncing in. You know, we're gonna be bouncing in and out like balls. From behind.
All right. Yeah, you guys. Hey, do something incredible with the rest of your day.
Is that it? We're not doing outros?
I don't know. That was my outro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Bo, you got any
Okay.
put out there?
Hey, Bo, we already did that. I'm
All
not
right. Fuck it. I'll hit the button. Fuck it.
I got shit on.
All right, I'm going to hit the button right now. Shout out to Dust Mites and on Instagram, Eddie Dust Mites in the Facebook groups. And I'm out.
Yo, shout out to Midi Chlorine Music.
See, Nate?
Are you guys fucking shouting out yourselves like it's a different person?
No. We're trying to tell people where we're at.